Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, before we get started, we're going to turn to face Jerusalem. We're going to give our praises, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who teach and who well, and peace and love to the elect of the nation of Israel. Hey, with the GMS Memphis Count, I'm the brother Anna.
I'm the brother Tamaya.
And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the elect, and pretty much the lesson just, I mean, the title speak for itself. You know, serve the Lord willingly. You know, it's not like you pulling. It shouldn't be like pulling teeth for you to come out here on the highways and byways to do the work, to make your 3 videos. Ultimately, just to serve the Lord. It shouldn't be like pulling teeth, man. You should be doing it freely on your own accord. And you should be happy about serving the Lord, man. Right? So, nevertheless, we're gonna get into it. And Alpha Watt Design, Lord willing, Father willing, this lesson be edifying to the elect. We're gonna let the scriptures do the talking. So let's get it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 35, verse 16.
Yep.
He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor.
But he that serveth the Lord should be accepted with favor. Go ahead.
And his prayers shall reach unto the clouds.
And your prayers shall reach unto the clouds. Now we're gonna read this in Good News translation.
This is Sirach chapter 35, verse 16, and the GNT, the Good News translation. It says, serve the Lord willingly.
Wait, serve the Lord willingly. You see, and when you serve the Lord willingly, or you do anything willingly, it's not by force. You see, it's on your own accord, your free will, so to speak, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
And the Lord will accept you.
And the Lord will accept you, because you're doing it willingly, man. You see? It's just like if your woman, she ain't with you for you. She with you because of the money, the cars, whatever it may be. You're not going to accept her. You see? So you doing something the Lord willingly, hey, we're going to be accepted by the Lord, man. It's not grievous. It's not a burden.
Yep.
You see? You got to do it willingly. You got to be happy about serving the Lord. Because look at the millions of people upon the face of the earth. Thousands and millions of people upon the face of the earth. They don't have the name of the Lord. So, but we've been called into this ministry to serve Him, man. It's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
It's the scripture said, "Many are called, few are chosen." So why not serve the Lord willingly? Why not go all out, you know, for the Lord? You know. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 35, verse 16. Serve the Lord willingly.
Serve the Lord willingly. Go ahead.
And the Lord will accept you.
And the Lord will accept you.
Your prayers will reach to the sky.
Your prayers will reach unto the skies because you serve the Lord willingly, man.
It's Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law. What is the law? The Bible.
Yep.
How would they get the Luke 4:1?
Yep. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, the Bible. Go ahead.
And the law that endure forever.
And the law that endure forever. And not just 613, it's the whole book, the commandments. Right? So this is the law that endure forever. Go ahead.
All they that keep it shall come to life. But such as leave it shall die.
Read verse 2, we go back to Proverbs.
Turn thee, O Jacob.
What turn thee, O Jacob? Jacob represents you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And wherever Jacob, Israel been scattered due to the curses, but whose spirit goes back to an Israelite. Right? So turn thee, O Jacob, turn back and do what? Go ahead.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take up hold of it.
Take hold of what? The book of the law, the Bible, the instruction, the best instructions before leaving earth. Right?
Yep.
Take hold of it. Go ahead.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Right, live in the presence of the light thereof. Walk, go into your conduct, your mannerism of life.
Yep.
So these scriptures, you apply the scriptures to your life, the precepts, the law to your life. Right? Go ahead.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
Now you're going to be enlightened. So now we're going to go back to Proverbs 28 and verse 9. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9.
Yep.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
Like you turning away your ear, meaning you rejecting it. Go ahead.
Even his prayers shall be abomination.
So even your prayer is abomination to the Lord. So the Lord is not hearing your prayers. So Baba Kashal, read Sirach 35:16 again in the Good New Translation.
This is Sirach chapter 35, verse 16 in the GNT.
Yep.
Serve the Lord wittily.
Serve the Lord willingly. And this pretty much the whole point of this lesson is you serving the Lord willingly. You being on fire, man. Oh, Baba Kashal, you get Romans 12 and 11.
This is
I'll put it in the Good Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren.
No, 11. Read 11.
Salah. Romans 12 and 11, yep. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 11. Not slothful in business.
Why not slothful in business? Go ahead.
Fervent in spirit, serving the Lord.
Fervent in spirit is serving the Lord. You fervent meaning what? You on fire. You hot. You see? And if you hot, you serving the Lord willingly.
Yep.
You not lukewarm. You not cold. You want to make a point?
Yeah, I was going to say you basically can't look at this doing the work of the Lord as a chore. Like, you know how little kids, they don't be want to do their chores, clean up the house or whatever. You know, it's like, man, I don't feel like doing it. You can't be in that spirit, oh, I don't feel like doing my videos. I don't feel like going out on the highways and hedges. I don't want to go out there when it's hot or when it's too cold. You can't look at it. That's a part of your duty of serving the Lord.
Yeah, your reasonable service, which we're going to get that too in Romans 12 and 1. But even when we serve the Lord, we still say what? We unprofitable servants at the end of the day, man. Right? But this is Romans 12. This is Romans 12 and 11 in the NLT. Never be lazy. Right? You gotta, idle hands, man. You can't be slothful, you can't be lazy. It said never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord with enthusiastically. You see? Let me look that word up, enthusiastically. Let me see.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, my stuff true.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10.
Hold on, here go ahead. So enthusiastically, it said in a way that shows intense and eager enjoyment, approval, interest. So you happy about it, man. Right? You passionate, you fervent.
Yep.
So let's read that one more time. It said never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, enthusiastically, man. So fervent in spirit. You got it, huh?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand find to do it with all thy might.
You might do it all your might, your strength. Go all out.
Yep.
It's playoffs, right? What it say? Go hard or go home.
Exactly.
Don't try to serve the Lord. Do it. Okay, how will you feel when the Lord? What if the Lord tell you, "I'm gonna try to save you"? You're gonna be like, "Damn, that's messed up." So don't try to serve the Lord. Do it, man. If you've been blessed with the wisdom, knowledge from on high, you know the precepts. You are able body. Hey, come out here and do the work. Hey, the Lord not just looking for lip service, man. Right? You don't want the Lord to say, "I'm gonna try to save you. I'm gonna try to feed you in Jacob trouble." Hey, nah, just do it. Go all out, man. You want the Lord to go all out for you? Right? So you go all out for him. The Lord will reciprocate the same energy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand find to do, do it with all thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
Exactly. So go all out. Go hard, man. See? So go back to the Sirach.
Alright. It's back at Sirach chapter 35, verse 16 in the GNT. Serve the Lord willingly.
Yep.
And the Lord will accept you.
And the Lord will accept you. And that's what you should want. Not to be seen of man, right? But not to be accepted by man to win man approval, but the approval of Yahweh Shema Shai at the end of the day. Because Yahweh Shema Shai is the only entity, power that can save you. Yep. Especially from the hard times, jagged trouble, famine, pestilence that is coming. Right? Man ain't gonna keep you safe. Man ain't gonna save you, ain't gonna deliver you, but Yahweh Shema Shai will, man.
Yep.
So you want to be accepted, and that should be your goal at the end of the day, being accepted by Yahweh Shema Shai. Yahweh Shema Shai saying, well done, good and faithful servant.
Yep.
You see? Go ahead.
It said, and the Lord will accept you, your prayers will reach to the skies.
And your prayers will reach to the skies. You want your prayers to be answered, right? So serve the Lord willingly. I get Proverbs 15 and 29.
This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 29. It said, the Lord is far from the wicked.
The Lord is far from the wicked. You see? Go ahead.
But he hears the prayers of the righteous.
But he hears the prayers of the righteous. A righteous man prayer pierces the skies, the clouds, man.
Yep.
And that's what you should want. You want your prayers should be answered, especially during jagged trouble, when the devil come down with great wrath. You see? You want your prayers answered, man. So you gotta willingly, fervently, eagerly serve the Lord, man. Diligence, right?
Yeah.
You got something?
No.
Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
Yep.
And now Israel.
And now come on Israel. Okay, you got a lot of guys out there know that they are Israelites, but no one's half the battle.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah, it's a good thing that you know. Now it's a requirements. You see? Just like you got the job, now you gotta follow the requirements on the job, the policies, the dress code, the conduct, the rules, the regulations. So same thing with the Lord. Yes, you know you're Israelite, you're from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Asher, Issachar, Gad. You see, you know you're from one of the tribes. Now it's time to put forth the work. It's time to serve the Lord now, man.
Yep.
This
is Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel.
And now Israel.
What does the Lord thy power require of thee?
So now what does the Lord Yahweh require of you? Yahweh Shai, what does he require of you? Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways.
And that's the first step. To start with fear. Because with that fear comes what? Obedience.
Yeah.
And obedience is what? Keeping the law. Which is what? Love. Let me get a quick precept about Baba Kashai. I want to say Sirach 25. Let me try to jump there. This is Sirach. Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, this is Sirach 25 and 12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love. Right? We know love is what? The keeping of the commandments. John 14 and 15, it say, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Yeah.
Right? Come on. It's like, it said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving onto him. Right? Faith is the beginning of cleaving onto him. Okay, if you claim that you have faith, you're going to be serving the Lord willingly. You're going to be doing the work. Faith in that works.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, let's go back to the Deuteronomy.
It's back at Deuteronomy chapter
so the Lord wants your fear first. That's the first step to be accepted by the Lord. You know, hold on. I want to let the scripture talk about. This is Sirach 19 and 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaining his love. Which we just read. Love is what? keeping the commandments. The beginning of the Lord love is fear, pretty much, man.
Yep.
They go hand in hand, you know?
Yep. Hey, with that fear, like, you gonna be scared to piss the Lord off.
Pretty much.
Like, you ain't gonna be out here, man, stealing, committing adultery. Like, you already know the Lord frown up on that, and that's worthy of death.
Yep.
So when a woman come to you and entice you, you're gonna be like, oh, hell no, you said you got a man? Hell no, I ain't finna piss the Lord off.
It's complicated. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna risk it. You know, nah, I don't got time for that. And I got precepts just to back your point up,
Yeah.
This is Sirach 1 and 21. We started 20. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turn away wrath.
So the root, it said the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord.
Yep.
So that's the foundation of wisdom.
Yeah.
It's to fear the Lord.
Yep.
So that fearing the Lord is gonna drive away sin. It's gonna keep you from evil. And that's what you want to do. You want to stay off the Lord bad side, the hit list.
Yeah.
That's the reason why our people, they do the things what they do these days, because they don't fear the Lord. They feel like, man, hey, I can do this, I can do that. The whole time, man, the Lord, hey, gonna bring judgment up on them in the end.
Yeah, and it shows like the ones who not serving the Lord really, they have no fear at all, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Cause you fear the Lord, you gonna do the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Like,
love me, keep my commandments, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead, bro.
I was about to say, like with the wacky tacky Christians.
Yeah.
You know, they always praise the Lord with their lips, but with their action, they show different. They show no difference.
Yeah.
Like they say they love the Lord, but they don't ever keep His ways.
Yeah.
Eating abomination food. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Read 10.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy power require of thee?
Yep.
But to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all His ways.
To walk in all His ways. Walk is the Hebrew word for halak, meaning your lifestyle, your conduct. So to live in all His ways. Huh? Halak. Yeah, halak in the Hebrew. Walk. It's going to your mannerism, your conduct. It's just like when you go to 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. What manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation, godliness? There was conversation there in the Greek is anastrophe. And it going to what your mannerism, your conduct. How you live in here on this earth, pretty much.
It says, and to love Him and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So this goes right back to the law of serving the Lord, right? It said, read that again.
It says, and to love Him and to serve the Lord.
To love Him and to serve the Lord.
Thy power with all thy heart.
With all your heart.
And with all thy soul.
With all that soul. Read the next verse.
To keep the commandments of the Lord and His statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
But for your benefit. It's for your benefit. Because you don't, hey, it's belt to ass, you know. The Lord gonna judge you, man.
Yep.
And those guys who do not want to serve the Lord, they're gonna be judged accordingly, man. It's the same. What's that, Luke? That knew the Lord will, but did not commit himself unto it, should be beat with many stripes. Right? You gotta put your hand to the plow, man. Do you want to be saved? Do you want to be delivered from the second death that is coming? Do you want the Lord to come through for you during famine? Yeah, you start by serving the Lord with fear and trembling, man. So now let's, you got a precept?
Let me go. I ain't too sure to make it long.
I can get Romans 12 or 1.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1.
Yeah.
I beseech you therefore, brethren.
Meaning I beg you. This is Apostle Paul, and we know brethren are Israelites. Okay, when you read Romans the 9th chapter, it says, who are Israelites according to the flesh. So this is talking about to the Israelites. So I beseech you, brethren, go ahead.
By the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Right, which is your reasonable service, man. We supposed to do this, man.
Yeah.
It's good to say 1 Corinthians. Let's jump there real quick. 9 and 16.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
Wait, nothing to glory about. You can't boast in this. This ain't your wisdom, not your understanding. Right? Go ahead.
For the necessity is laid upon me.
Right, necessity is laid upon me. It's needful. Pretty much I'm compelled to do this. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, woe is unto me.
Meaning what? Destruction is unto me. Why? Go ahead.
If I preach not the gospel.
If I preach not the gospel. So woe is unto me if I don't do this work. If I don't serve the Lord, man. Read the next verse.
For if I do this thing wittily.
But if I do this thing wittily, go ahead.
I have a reward.
I have a reward. And what's the reward? Immortality. Salvation.
Yep.
Go ahead.
But if against my will, a dispensation, if I'm saying it right, a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
So either way it go, you gonna serve the Lord. One thing about it, everybody gonna serve the Lord whether they choose or whether they refuse. Right? Every Israelite, they're gonna serve the Lord. Every heathen, they're gonna serve the Lord. But with the heathens, you're gonna have to beat their ass in the kingdom of heaven. But for Jake gonna have to come back in Hebrew Huggies, and they're gonna serve the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So now get 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. Okay, it said, well, I beg you, brethren, I beseech you, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, which is holy and acceptable. Right?
This 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. Said 20?
Yeah, we read 19 before.
Alright. This 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High?
Wait, what you have of the Most High? Because Acts 7:48, the Lord said, well, I dwell in not in temples made with hands. So how you treat your body as a living sacrifice by coming out here week in and week out, in season and out of season, man. Serving the Lord fervently, man. You see?
Yeah.
So we the temple. The kingdom of heaven is within us.
It says, and ye are not of your own.
Right, you don't belong to yourself. You didn't create yourself. You belong to Yahweh Shema Shai. His blood paid the price.
Exactly.
Right? So go ahead.
For ye are bought with a price, therefore glorify in your body. He said, therefore glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High.
So glorify Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's the price. Go back to Romans 12 and 1. Read that again.
It's back at Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
Wait, and this you are glorifying Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Daily, man. You know, to the best of your ability, week in and week out, doing the videos, the sit down, especially come out here.
Yeah.
You know?
And sacrificing your time that you spend with your family, your friends. You know, you gotta make time for the Lord. You gotta what the scripture speak about, it said if any man come and serve me, he gotta deny himself first.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there.
It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice.
A living sacrifice. And when you living, that means what? You are alive.
Yep.
What make you alive is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You see? It's a living sacrifice, man. So do the work. You can't keep your talent on a napkin.
Yeah.
You know, one precept, two precepts. Hey, teach it. You know the mark of the beast breakdown. You know what it is. Teach it. Whether you call yourself a prophet, what does prophets do? They prophesy. So prophesy. You know the destruction of America, Babylon the Great is coming. Prophesy and warn the people. Go ahead.
It said, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Now this is an NOT. Also, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to Yahweh by Shem Shai because of all he has done for you, which we just read 1 Corinthians 6 and 19 and 20. Everything he had done for, he shed his blood. He died on the cross for us, man. Right? So we owe him.
Yeah.
And what is that? Oh, our time, our lives, man.
Yeah.
It said, I plead with you to give your bodies to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua because of all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. The kind he will find acceptable. Which is what? You serving the Lord willingly. Going back to Sirach 35 and 16 in the Good New Translation. He gonna accept that willingly, man. Right? Then it said, this is truly the way to worship him, right? This is truly the only way to worship Yahweh Shema by treating your body as a living sacrifice, man. Right? Week in and week out, man. You see? You had something up? I would say, if not, we give it a close and get that Luke 14.
Alright.
Let's start at 16.
This is Luke chapter 14, verse 16. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and made many.
Yeah.
And he sent his servant at a supper, and he sent his servant at supper time to say to them that we bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuses. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must need to go and see it. I pray thee, have me an excuse. And another said, I have bought 5 yokes of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me an excuse. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that the servant came.
So when you read that, it shows you that these people all begin to make excuses on why they can't come, why they can't serve the Lord. Man, my woman, I just got married, I can't do it. I just bought a house, I gotta do that. You know, it's just excuses after excuses. So this is Sirach 32 and 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but find an excuse according to his will. So like it. A sinful man will not be reproved, but finding an excuse according to his will. So those who making up excuses, hey, they pretty much ain't right. They bug out, man. Excuses are for the weak. And the Lord ain't looking for excuses, man. Right? So let's go back to that parable.
Alright. This is back at Luke chapter 14, verse 21. So that the servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant,
right, the Lord is upset that you making excuses why you can't come out here and do the work. You know? I'm gonna just tap on the company board, shalom. No, it's more than that, man. It said work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man.
Hey, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only.
Exactly. The water.
It said, go out quickly into the streets in the lanes of the cities, and bring in hither the poor in the what do you say, main?
Yeah, man.
In the main, in the halt, in the blind.
So go out there quickly to the highways and byways and teach. Bring them in. Right? Go ahead.
And a servant.
That's why I say Proverbs the 1st chapter, 1 and 20, wisdom utter her voice in the streets. Yeah, she cried out loud, utter her voice in the streets. Because you can find wisdom out here. And what's going to keep you stable during these hard times? Wisdom and knowledge from on high, man. Isaiah 33 and 6. Go ahead, bro.
It said, and the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded.
Yeah.
And yet there is room.
Yeah, because it say the harvest is
plenty.
Yeah,
the labors are few.
The labors are few, man. You know, you can't be lazy. Go ahead, bro.
It said, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in.
Like compel, and that in the Greek, let me see, can I get that real quick, the word compel. Go out to the highways and hedges and compel. The word compel is anagazo. In the Greek, anagazo for the word compel. And it said to necessitate, compel, drive to, constrain, by force and by threats. Right? But it said what? Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So how are we threatening you? How are we forcing you? by the terror of the Lord. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11, 5 and 10, right? By the terror of the Lord we persuade men. You see? So let's go back to it.
This is Luke chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto his servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Go ahead.
For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden,
right, which were called, invited, right? Go ahead.
shall taste of my supper.
Well, should not taste of my supper. And there was supper there. Let me get it. Hold on. I just pull it up. Can I do that? This the word supper in the Greek. Dapna. It said use of the Messiah feast symbolizing salvation in the kingdom. So they're not going to take part in the salvation, the first deliverance. Right? Again, men are called, but only few are chosen. The women are going to be saved, the elect going to be saved. The elect going to serve the Lord willingly, man. Right? So that's the point. Get Hebrews 6, unless you read it on. No, you want to...
Yeah. This is Luke chapter 14, verse 26. It said, if any man come to me and hate not his father or mother and wife, children and brethren and sister, yeah, his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. So these are like situations that gets in Jake's way when they come to serve the Lord. You know, that the father, the mother, you know, the son, the daughters, you know, baby mama, all that, it gets in their way. So the Lord said you gotta hate like your family, meaning love less. Like if they get in the way of serving the Lord, you gotta put them out. You gotta be like, hey, I gotta put the Lord first. This is my job. This is my whole duty as a man.
As you said, the love less. This is Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Yep.
So you put anything first before the Lord. You put your kids first, your wife, your money, your job first before the Lord. You're not worthy of being Yahweh Shema Shai disciple, man.
Yeah.
For one, you gotta deny yourself. You gotta deny yourself daily, man, and take on that cross, man.
Yeah.
Really, man.
And that's part of serving the Lord.
Part of serving the Lord, man.
You know, you dedicating your life. You putting, you know, your that so-called American dreams, those goals you had in the world, you putting that off and putting the Lord first.
Yep. Hey, let's get in with Joshua 24 and 15. Yep.
This is Joshua chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you would serve.
Yep. Make a decision. Who you gonna serve then? You gonna continue serving yourself? Serving the American dream, the American flag, right? Your woman. Go ahead.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood.
So you gonna continue serving these false gods, Allah, Buddha, Jesus Christ, right? Go ahead.
Or the gods of the Amorites, in whom the land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, and Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
That's the whole point. We're going to serve the Lord. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Once again, we're going to give our praises and turn to the east, to Jerusalem. We're going to give our praises, honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim Kakadash.
Give honor to the apostles, the elders of great millstone, teaching in realm, and peace and love to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.